Так, добрый день. Мы продолжаем прохождение Fallout New Vegas. Мы идем за третьей головой. За третьей чертовской головой. Мы должны сработать как приманка, и снайпера его снимут, по идее. Вероника, разберись. Ого. Мало.
You like the sight of your own blood? Damn it, that's gonna suck. Damn it, that's sucking.
Make sure to bury me in a nice dress.
Вероника, ты не загинайся. Где Вероника? Вероника... Ты это, не загинайся.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Кто? Да ты смотри, коза офигела. В голову. До свидания. До свидания. Вероника, ты мне это... Не шути так. Водичка. А где была хавка? Хавку я ж брал. Снятие зависимости. Кекс. Ох, я! Кока-кола вся фиолетовая. Нет, патроны возьмем. Пустые шприц нам не надо. Не надо. О, винта возьмем. О, сняли мы его. Круто. Плюшку возьмем. Психо. Так, оказывается, мы его сняли. Сами не ожидая этого. Так, патроны. Нет, нет. Вот это можно. Это тоже. Давай поспим. И еще поспим, чтобы утро настало. 5 часиков. Да давай. Ой, это уже много. Давай, 3 часика еще. Что у них тут есть? Давай посмотрим. Отходы электрики. Суперстимулятор. Тьфу ты, гранаты. Патроны. Грязная вода. Не, нас это не интересует. Здесь пусто. Ну, извините, ребята, не выманил я его на открытое пространство. Гильза, дробовик, патроны. Не выманил. Так, мы можем прыгнуть сейчас по ходу. Рейна Сан-Вегаса. Нет, мне надо карта. Да. Извини, горобец. Но не получилось. Так, надо найти лавку, куда сбагрить это все. Стой, майор, я принес
Hey,
тебе дыню.
Still working on that last bounty?
Я хочу получить награду.
If that's true, that'd be the last of them. Well, well, well. Driver Nafai. Nothing to say, you son of a bitch? No tips on my golf swing? Lost a lot of good men to this psychopath. Morale's gonna be better now that he's gone. Here's the bounty I promised. I guess we can send first recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers.
Не, Вероника помогает.
Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Да если бы у вас было пару таких солдат, да вы бы весь легион замочили. Где это? Горобец.
What a pointless trip.
Не. Ты снайпер, как насчет свиданий? Мне нравятся суровые женщины. Не, у меня
Yeah.
Вероника есть.
Try not to get killed.
У меня есть Вероника. О,
You came through for us. I have to admit, I wasn't sure you'd make it. Means a lot, letting my team get payback. Here, we all pitched in some caps for you. Even Sterling, and he's famous for his tight wallet.
чё тебе с губами, мужик-то?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Так, ладно, до
Carry
свидания.
on.
Все, окей.
I'm Bitter Root, first recon. You got a reason to...
Речевка, какое необычное у тебя имя?
You trying to start trouble? Or do you...
Нет, я не со зла. Не рассказывай, если не хочешь.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
Что случилось с твоими родителями?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right if you ask me.
Тебе, наверное, было тяжело, нет. Что с ними случилось под Bitter Springs?
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
Ты же так не думаешь на самом деле, верно?
Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Ладно, понятно, поговорим о чем-нибудь
Yeah,
другом.
that's probably best.
До свидания.
Alright, goodbye.
Хотя,
Wish I
жди, у
got
тебя
the bullet in that
заработаешь
fiend.
это было. Где я могу найти работу?
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my... father.
А, ну мы с ним уже говорили. Ты не особо дружелюбен, но ты знаю, твой командир, твой особо. Разве это... Ладно, пока.
Goodbye.
удалить. Так, там еще что-то было загрязненное, да? Утащите откуда? Нет. Тяжело. Найдите источник радиации. Ого. Окей. Идем. Вероника, пошли. Хотя нам надо раз найти этот магазин, кому-то что-то сбагрить, то вообще у меня перевес. Это кто? Нет. Боец. Уж продавцов нету или что тут? О, есть кто-то. Капитан.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Что ты здесь делаешь?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Пока.
Later.
Мелодия такая сразу страшная. Недоступна. Ну так это туалет. Да, нафиг он не нужен. Торговцы где, блин? С кем поторговать здесь можно? Что за аппарат? Не? Просто. Ты кто?
Something I'm
Полковник.
usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
Я хочу приносить пользу. Есть что-то, чем я могу помочь, если вам нужно на баш лишние руки, я к вашим услугам. Как идут дела в этих местах?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
И что это для вас значит?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning. There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The Fiends keep pressing their position from
О,
Vault 3.
я помню.
We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Так, черти.
As in Chem Fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Я пойду в убежище 3 и попробую найти вашего рейнджера.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The Fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Окей. Какова роль лагеря Макарни в операции? Как идут дела на территории между лагерем и дамбой?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Неужели все так плохо? У вас такой спокойный вид?
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Окей. С паром я смогу разговорить вашего легионера, какие сложности возникают. Легионер.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Окей, разговорим мы
Bye.
тут всех сейчас. Нельзя тырить. Так, лаборатория.
Hey. A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
Что это за место?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Ты из ученых?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
Чем-то здесь помощь не нужна?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Наемники? Зачем?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Окей, прощай.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Так, где барыга торговец-то? Это кто там из
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Нет, впервые слышу об убежище 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
Я слушаю.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their barley in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Нет ничего невозможного.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Научное открытие так просто не дается.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Хорошо, я за это возьмусь.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Окей, до свидания.
Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
Так, мне барыгу надо найти.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Да, он попросил меня добыть некоторые данные из убежища 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Нет, ни о ком не упомянул.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's giving up. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Ладно, я поищу ее.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Все, пока,
Right,
давай.
good luck.
Так, блин, барыга, где продавец? Хоть один. Есть тут хоть один нормальный продавец. Так. Сохранимся, на допрос сейчас пойдем. Не? Окей. Никого нет у кого-то допрашивать пока что. Блин, задрали. Продавец. Где продавец? Мне вес надо скинуть. У меня впритык.
Hello.
Главный зал. Идем в главный зал. О. Столовка какая-то. ЦПш. О. Ты барыжничаешь чем-то или нет?
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine.
Чего?
And I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Что санитарская санинспектор достает?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Есть что-нибудь
Oh,
поесть?
yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Можно улучшить ваше снабжение?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Как думаешь, где найти мясо в таких количествах, как вам нужно? Какие детали тебе нужны, чтобы починить пищевой... Мне найти специи?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
И где мне искать эти
I don't
детали?
know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in West Side might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or
Были
who
мы
knows
там
what's
уже.
in that place.
Где мне найти специи?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Где мне найти специи?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
Как думаешь, где найти мясо в таких количествах?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
Я хочу поговорить о другом.
What can I do for you?
Не скажешь, где найти для вас продукты?
What do you need to know?
А, все, понял.
The Crimson...
Давай. Я хочу поговорить о
What can I do
другом.
for
Я хочу купить еды. А, ну,
Chow down.
Так, оружие. Понял, пацан, пока. Тебя ничего нельзя это. И? А где там плита, ты говорил? Что-то. Почини пищевой процесс. Сейчас мы починим. У нас-то наука изучена. А, это ремонт. Ну, давай глянем. Ремонт. Ну, наладить машину. Провал у вас не получилось, но перебрав все поломанные части, вы впадаете в отчаяние. Окей. Почини... Да. У вас нет необходимых предметов. Ясно. Так. Блин, барыга. Где барыга? Хоть один барыга. Аппараты, аппараты. Блин, хоть одного барыгу-то. Задрали. Ни одного барыги нет. Ладно. О. Чел, что-то продашь или не?
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
Есть что-нибудь на продажу?
Take your pick.
Аллилуйя. Аллилуйя. Нормально. Лазерная винтовка. Лазерная винтовка. Гранаты. Импульсная тоже. Нет. Боевая винтовка пока что пусть будет. Гильза. Нафиг. Нафиг. Безвозмездно. Ник не оставим. Довоенные деньги. Заколка. Запальник. Нафиг. Это мы оставим. Сенсорный модуль. Ланчбокс, фляга, ядерная батарея. Окей. Что мы еще ему скинуть? О! Это... Не, вот это. Микро нет. Патроны вот это. Магнум. А, магнум мы продали-то. А где? А, топливо для огнемета. Окей. Окей. Так.
Pleasure doing business with you. Are you implying I have some kind of secret under the table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that could get a man in trouble.
Красноречие, я могу тебе пригодиться. Может, договориться?
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
Звучит неплохо. Что нужно сделать?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
Я это сделаю.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
Я тебе сдам с
Bye.
потрохами ему дело. У тебя тут люди в шоке. Иди сюда. Давай я
You're
у
making
тебя
me carry
заберу.
the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Большой меч. Одна. Это. Магнум. Я тебе ж сдам с потрохами ему
So you're
дело.
back.
Если они
Take
будут на
your pick.
продажу. Так. Оружие. Нормально. Нормально. Лазер. Пистолет. Магнум. Так, у тебя же есть оружие. Снайперская винтовка. Винтовка. Меня это уже не интересует. БСНКР 9, металлический шлем 4, шлем бойца, помощь, водка, докторский ментанс, психо, супер стимулятор. Вот это возьмем. Да и все.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Давай, до
Later.
свидания. Мудила тут у него. Ребята, это бомжует, жрать нечего. Он тут... Идем к этому Шую. Расскажем ему все. Ну, сдадим с потрохами. Мы же честные, добрые люди-то. А вот эти РВА пулеметчики надо брать. Они дорогие, а я их выкидывал, блин. Так, сколько у меня вес сейчас? Нормально. Эй, боец. Идем к Майору, сдадим тебе с потрохами, шо. БС. А, нет, допрос же тут есть. Где этой комнаты? Для допроса. Капрал.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
You got some... You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Помощь нужна?
Yeah. So far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Поговорим о чем-нибудь. Все так серьезно?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
Как думаешь, что это значит?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Почему бы тебе просто не избить пленника до потери сознания, а накачать его сывороткой правды, обзывать и ругать его пробовала?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
И ты хочешь поручить мне то, что у тебя не получилось?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Я сейчас, так, я протестую против использования пыток. Так где я добрый,
That's
конечно.
the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing.
BDSM-чик, блин.
Cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along.
Все время было интересно.
And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Окей. Мне все время было интересно, зачем создавать Белла ник, если нигде не вспоминает твое имя. Вот я создал Ганса и думал, эй, слышь, Ганс, заходи, звучало бы, а тут без толку.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Ты что-то путаешь. Куча экспериментов я вижу перед собой.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
Что, грустно, когда некому приказывать? Все твои люди мертвы.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Ты мне все расскажешь. Так, сдается мне, что у тебя просто кишка тонка следовать приказу Цезаря.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
Is something the matter, Silus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
You're a miserable fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought he seemed like a nice guy.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have him torn apart by dogs.
That's a long walk, Silus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
Your tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Both of you can rot.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
Давай.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
Крутые слова для того, кто боится умереть. Красный ряд. Да я хочу узнать, как трус смог получить звание Центуриона.
Coward. I've faced odds that would make your NCR soldiers wet themselves. I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
Красноречие. И если ты не готов это принять, ты просто слабак. Красноречие. То есть ты не боялся перерезать горло никому, кроме себя.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead.
Слушать дальше. Кажется, ты уже рассказал мне все, что нужно. Спасибо за помощь. Видишь, не говори, что тебе не стало легче, когда ты выдал...
Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
Кто такой агент? Кажется, ты уже видишь, кто этот агент.
I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my Canteri.
Я тебе не верю, ты лжешь. Кажется, ты уже рассказал мне.
Then you're a fool. That man reports to Caesar on what I do here. The Legion isn't going to take me back. My only hope is to escape and disappear. But if I escape and he reports it, they'll hunt me down as long as I live. It served me to report him as much as it served you.
Так, видишь, не говори, что тебе не стало легче, когда ты выдал все государственные тайны.
I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that.
Ладно, пошли. Спасибо, что сдал. Стой.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
300. Нормально. До свидания.
Yep. See you around.
И на этом мы закончим эту серию. Спасибо, что смотрели. До новых встреч. Сохранимся. Всем удачи и хорошего дня.